Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Leopard! Over!
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Back to throw, Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Leopard!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Margus Hunt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Get set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From his own goal line, Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush will wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Play fake, and it's Darnold. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Leopard! Leopard! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
Back to the ground, this time Langford. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Leopard! 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 Over! Over!
3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Over!
On 1st, here's Washington. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! Watching that, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Darnold to the right side, complete to Taylor. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Breeze. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
Faking the give, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
3rd and long, it's Darnold looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold as they have taken the lead. Now the extra point. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Get set, get set. Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And fights through 1 minute. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll go on the ground. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze will try again on second down. And that's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A good pickup there of 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
0-2.
Again, this is Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, here's Breeze. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Gresham hands it left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw is Breeze. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
There's Breeze. Steps away to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action, Breeze. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Darnold. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, Washington. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Washington on 3rd and short. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Over!
On the give, this is Washington. And past the 30 down to about the 27. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. That play seems to never work, but they were able to draw him off on 4th, and now it's 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll run it here. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. On 2nd down, Langford. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special.